continuing on in winner's side, AndrewT and Weeblewobs. Absolutely unexpected matchup right here. AndrewT, of course, someone who could very well be expected to make top 8. But Weeblewobs coming in with a Yoshi, making, I believe, some pretty big upsets along the way.
Not to mention, Weeblewobs is on the winning team that won the doubles tournament this morning.
Oh,
so
wait. You've got to be kidding me. They won?
Yeah, the double Yoshis won the entire thing.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
You know, they took out Geist, too, in the process. And, you know, they just, they didn't win. They got third. They got third this morning. And, you know, they went out to Geist, and I forget who his partner was. My apologies. But
yeah,
it was Rob. I don't remember which Rob it was. There's like 4 or 5 of them here. But, you know, third place.
Geist and Mindset probably then.
Yeah, Mindset. That's who it was. Yep. Thank you. And right now.
Who was talking to us? That was crazy.
The boy Gabe.
Ooh, I heard voices inside my head.
What's up, Gabe?
All right, wow, okay,
so
yeah, crispy hot takes at 3 a.m. I will frankly say I am not a Yoshi believer, but every tournament Yoshi kind of does something. Like we've been seeing Yoshidora at Battle of BC. We've been seeing all of these crazy, just kind of crazy options come out. But like, you look at Yoshi's kit and you're like, well, he shouldn't have an easy time killing, and he shouldn't have an easy time applying pressure to a shield, and like, he just kind of does anyway.
One thing he has an easy time doing right now, though, is keeping advantage over AndrewT because he's winning right now. He took stock 1 with up there while we were talking about him. I mean, Weeblewobs, you know,
I'm never allowed to hate on this character.
As out of the 2 casters here, the only Yoshi believer, I will say this. There is a reason this character is top 5 on the Japanese tier list.
I'm always wrong. Never allowed to say anything. Here we go.
No, it's just a difference of opinion. I mean, maybe Weeblewobs will make you a believer out of it.
Well, I'll be watching for it, right? Like, again, I'm looking for those moments. How does Yoshi manage to press into a shield? How do they manage to, you know, secure kills? ZSS is going to have a very easy time with that, with a lot of really great options that we've seen.
See, but ZSS theoretically would have an easy time, but you forget about the big X factor here. There is no shield poking that egg. That egg is the best and only unique shield in the game. So you really have to think of that shield. You know, you can't really do anything to it.
Yeah,
so
ZSS isn't known for having to grab the kills. So it's finding F tilt at ledge, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, the fish mattered. The fish took the game, not the game, the stock. But Weeblewobs up 150% on stock too.
Yep.
Pretty sizable advantage, especially on a character like Yoshi that can kill pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'll recognize that back air is scary. It's not going to work this time.
Look at the egg. Look at the egg. Oh, I love the egg.
ZSS chilling.
I mean, you kind of have to be at this point. You can't panic. That is the last thing you ever want to do against Yoshi. Up air. And, you know...
There's no way that's true. Okay.
Oh, it's 100% true.
If that's true, I might have to amend my...
100% true.
I might have to amend my tier list.
I believe it's true at a certain percent, but yeah, it's true.
All right. Go. I'm going home. I'm loading up the tier list maker.
Like I said, Weeblewobs making a believer out of everybody here today, including one of my casting colleague here.
All right, give us a sec. Give us a sec. This ain't over yet. AndrewT now looking for, again, some pressure on that egg, and as you mentioned, no real way to poke through that, yeah?
I mean, no real way to poke through it. Sure, you can shield break it, but it has a lot of damage, so good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have a move like Oomph Psych Up Forward Smash that can barely break through that with a shield break.
Nah, ZSS ain't
just saying. Yeah, ZSS ain't doing it. So it then comes down to, okay, you're having to fish for grabs. You don't have a kill throw. So then at that point, you really have a combo throw, but not a great combo throw. Not a move that really extends a lot of your stuff to a ridiculous degree. And then you have Weeblewobs just able to escape any of your combos with the down B at any time.
I see maybe a little bit of matchup unfamiliarity from AndrewT. He's really looking for a lot of these options, staying safe. But again, just trying to find that way to say, okay, how does his drift work? When am I going to be able to land those fares off stage? Because it really looks like he should be able to.
Well, how often do you fight a Yoshi in the U.S.? That's the real question. I mean, when you have... Oh, there's egg roll. Weeblewobs, I don't know you as a person. I want to, just because you just used egg roll in a competitive game in top 16.
We've seen winter shorts getting really great advantage out of egg roll, specifically with the shield break setup.
Egg roll, arguably a bottom line move in the game, just by itself.
No. Have you seen the shield break setup?
The shield break setup, yeah. But I mean, it's a very niche use. But I mean, to be fair, if anybody's going to know about it, it is Weeblewobs and Winter Shorts, who was his doubles partner this morning.
Yes.
So I mean, in reality, both of these two are able to push this character to an extent that really isn't seen in the U.S. too often.
Yoshi is chilling right now. He's going to get the back air.
And that'll take it. Weeblewobs just like, yep, there you go. Have fun.
Spin your finger,
my
run
back
it back.
here.
Yeah, spin your finger, run it back. We've been seeing a lot of that, right? Like, players right now are pretty comfortable on the same stages, it feels like, throughout most of this tournament. Where Pokemon Stadium 2, like, maybe you have a stage you can get better advantage, but don't even bother hearing your opponent's bans, right? Just
nope.
Here you go. Spin.
What are you gonna ban? I mean, sure, you're both fine with PS2. Keep going to PS2. I mean, if that's what you're happy with, keep it going.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're heading right back there again. PS2, Weeblewobs, AndrewT, Game 2. Weeblewobs up 1-0.
Okay.
Remember, this is for a spot in the top 8. Best of 5.
Yeah, Weeblewobs getting some pretty good shield pressure, a little bit of damage built up, and AndrewT not able to secure any kind of advantage state right now.
You know, we've seen 3 sets of ZSS in the top 32. One from AndrewT, one from Doorstop, now another from AndrewT. And that jab has been proving to be useful across the board, you know?
Well, frame 1. We mentioned frame 1 options with Fox.
Yeah,
there you go. There's one that actually, does knockbacks.
Yeah. Other frame 1 options in this game.
Okay,
You
fine,
know,
that's real.
you have Snake Grenade and Game & Watch up B. I mean, and that just compares to the level of utility that a frame 1 move can give you. And Exhibit A, frame 1 jab on ZSS.
Yeah.
Unreactable. You can't react.
There, now you see AndrewT finding that purchase, is able to get those forwarders off stage. It's not going to be enough to kill yet, but it's some really good lease on life that, isn't going to put you in a good position.
Yeah, and Weeblewobs just crawling back. He's, Neuralizer. Boost kick will it take? No,
Not an equalizer yet.
Trying to stay in it. Fishing for Plasma Whip is AndrewT. No, we know how good that move is. We know how many stocks it has taken already, even in top 32 alone today. But right now, Weeblewobs just kind of weebling and wobbling out of the way.
Okay. I see AndrewT struggling a lot to work his way around these Yoshi aerials. Just, again, really good moves on the armor on the
Biscuit will take it there. I wonder if AndrewT knows that Yoshi double jump has super armor.
You have to. You cannot get this far in Smash without knowing like which characters have armor and which don't.
True, yeah, but the other thing I'm thinking about though is we just saw him try to hit the jump 3 times during that disadvantage set. And he did hit it once, but the super armor, too strong to anything break it. Maybe it slipped his mind. Maybe it's just something you don't think about often because you don't fight the character that much.
Yeah, trying to get inside his head a little bit. I think he's seeing that Weeblewobs is really willing to push a lot of buttons on him. Once you push a button on that double jump, you do lose the armor. So
absolutely.
If you can find a really good pressuring aerial that's going to find an answer against that, then sure. Wow, good. That's a cool option.
Wow, did not know that happened.
What are you
off
looking at?
Screen, Psycod has upset Icy Mist 3-2. Icy Mist now in losers. So that's number 1 seed.
We're going to talk about that after.
Yeah, we'll talk about this.
We're going to talk about that after. Oh my God.
Yeah, we don't have any clips of it.
Meanwhile, Weeblewobs is hunted for something big. AndrewT again pushing against this shield that never seems to lessen in greatness.
What do you do to the egg? You can't do anything to the egg.
What do you do? Crack the egg? Crack the egg. You ain't cracking this egg.
Yeah.
You ain't making any omelets here, Jack.
But, I mean, even then, AndrewT's slowly finding his way back into the groove, but Weeblewobs is doing the exact same thing to him. Weeblewobs won game 1 by 2 stocks. Could end up being a 1-stock game here. But right now, it's Weeblewobs pushing his advantage state with those Yoshi eggs. Such a dangerous projectile, even at low percent, and much less this high and high percent.
You have a dangerous projectile. You never really think about it that way, but it truly is just such a good angle, such a good pressure tool, such a good way to return back to stage.
And it's a way to stall, and that's another thing because Yoshi doesn't really have a traditional recovery move. Sure, the egg throw gives him a tiny bit of height, but at the end of the day, up air, again, I believe he's taken 4 stocks with that up air in these 2 games. It's insane. But those eggs, that's his up B. It's not a side B. He gets a tiny bit of height, but his main recovery is that jump. So you have to think you're going to be seeing those eggs a lot. And look at that. Just egg again, egg, 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 egg again. And it's harassing the shield. It's forcing the shield.
Are you writing a Dr. Seuss novel over here?
I mean, egg, egg, egg,
egg,
again.
Egg again. Egg, egg.
Well, I mean, pink eggs. Pink eggs I am. Yeah, exactly. Pink eggs and Yoshi. I mean, really, what do you do to stop the egg harassment?
Okay.
And look at the patience on display. Oh, Neuralizer, F Smash will take it.
AndrewT, great.
AndrewT already had 114, just mainly from egg pressure and a bunch of aerials. And at this point, if you're AndrewT, you're thinking, what do I have to do? How do I find a way to stay in this game? What is my best option? Right now, Plasma Whip working pretty okay. keeping Yoshi at a distance, but all it takes is one back air on that rapidly decaying shield.
Oh, that didn't combo. Cool.
Forward air, pushing him off stage, looking to guard with and back air. There it is. Weeblewobs up 2-0.
Okay, who was Weeblewobs supposed to lose to? Because I don't think they were supposed to make it out winner side pools.
I'm not sure, and I don't think we can look back at projected portions of the tournament if they're already finished.
Yeah, I can at least see. Oh, trust me, I am a bracket fiend.
Let's go bracket fiend. Okay,
we're gonna find
but
this
also.
out. No,
actually,
no. Weeblewobs was supposed to make it into top 32 at least. So, little bit underselling on my part, on my hand.
But before this game starts,
it was the win over non. That was what did it.
Can we talk about Icy Mist real quick getting knocked down?
No, we're doing that after the set
after
because
the set?
that is such a big thing that I am not going to spoil this set right now that we're watching again. Right? It's 2-0. We've seen a lot of 3-0s today, but we've just also seen a reverse 3-0.
So
from another ZSS.
I mean, AndrewT gonna have to find a way to adapt. Just like Doorstop did last game against Cytonics. You have the same character, different matchup, but different everything, really.
Yeah,
but the one thing you have that's a constant is your ability as a player to adapt to the new challenge in front of you. And right now, AndrewT needs to do it to keep his winner's side alive.
Yeah.
Big up air.
It's Yoshi right now winning a lot of these close quarter combat exchanges. You can expect ZSS to maybe have some options there with her jab. But, again, Yoshi really just has the ability to set up those combos.
Yoshi Egg doing 6% every time. He's hit 3 in a row.
I don't like this. That doesn't look real.
Yoshi Egg's doing 18%. I mean, really, when you think about it, how can you not be a believer? Maybe Japan's right.
All right, there's a really, really old League of Legends video. I believe it's related to Mordekaiser. And for those of you that actually
slipped out a boost kick.
And anyway, in this League of Legends video, he's like, he's just like playing the game, and he's like, no, it's okay, I'm not losing the game. He does nothing, and he keeps dying, and he keeps losing to this one character that, like, you know, is just kind of doing damage, and he's just like, no, he does nothing, and he's like down 5 kills. He does nothing. That's what I see with Yoshi right now. I don't know what Yoshi's doing, but it's killing. And it's working, and it's just kind of ending this.
Well, that's the thing with Yoshi. You've seen a couple of combos, most notably something into the up air. We've seen a couple strings. But the big thing that Weeblewobs is doing over and over and over again is winning neutral. And if you can keep winning neutral like he just did, and will probably do again at some other point in this game, I mean, at this point, what else do you do? If you win neutral every time, your advantage state doesn't matter because winning neutral is your advantage state.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Up here, we'll take the stock. Gonna give AndrewT, I believe, his first stock lead in the set.
A very important one for sure.
Try to fish there for the up air just in case AndrewT didn't react to it. Weeblewobs playing like a fiend right now.
Yeah, AndrewT scaring me with a lot of these options, coming out a lot heavier on the buttons than Doorstop sometimes does, but able to get a neutral air dodge back in his stage. Still alive right now, which again is all you really need to say. It doesn't matter if you're getting 5-10%. If that keeps linking, the Nair is going to come out and be able to secure the stock
Super
there.
Fast option, unpunishable. The Yoshi special, Nair out of a combo. I thought maybe he would go for something a little crazier there, but I mean, at this point, why would you if you're Weeblewobs? You're up 2 games. Just play safe. If you want to play reckless, I mean, you could have done that in pools.
Yeah. AndrewT right now playing really smart against this. The downer might not have been the smartest thing. That shield was starting to get a little bit gray.
Talk about that roll. He just rolled, stood up, Nair. Like, Weeblewobs said, nah, you can't do anything. What are you going to do? You going to hit my roll? No. You're going to hit my shield? No. You going to shield break me? No.
I mean, you can say that this percentage lead is starting to build. And this there is actually a pretty interesting answer to some of these eggs. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it on stream. We're just chilling, everybody. There's no reason to approach.
Let's go
80%
2017.
lead. No, not even close. This is optimal. This ain't friends. This is not 2 friends right now. These are 2 killers right now that both want to proceed into top 8.
Look at that Nair. Weeblewobs trying to get something going like he did the first 2 games. And again, it's the same thing we saw with Cytonics and Doorstop in the last game. Game 3 is where everything turned around. And if AndrewT can keep adapting like he has been in this game, again, we could be going to game 5 and possibly seeing a reverse 3-0 once again.
No, I think AndrewT just realized he doesn't have to do anything right now. He just kind of has to exist and not do anything dangerous. Which he is doing. Like, anytime that Yoshi's pushing towards center stage, he's just covering that option. He's not trying to chase him away.
Look at those back airs, though. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
Look at the spacing, the safety. And look at that. Look at the shield damage. The shield damage is important because he's parrying, but look, next time you see AndrewT's shield, and if you see a hit on shield from Weeblewobs, even not in this game, even if we go to game 4, notice the shield damage, because if it happens over and over and over again, eventually AndrewT's not going to have a shield left.
No, I don't know if you realize AndrewT has figured out this matchup immediately. He's already gotten the lap in percent, and like, yeah, I don't see what Weeblewobs is supposed to do against the ZSS. It's just, you know, sitting there like, I don't really care what you're doing.
He's paying attention, though, and I think the important thing is we talked about AndrewT's ability to adapt. If Weeblewobs starts losing, we could be seeing another case of another adaptation. But again, right now, it's AndrewT's game to lose. Up almost an entire stock here. Trading. Fishes for Plasma Whip, trying to get the kill. Weeblewobs also fishing with a back air. AndrewT spacing out well.
You're safe, don't worry.
Oh,
text it!
And back air will take the game. AndrewT staying alive.
Oh my goodness. So, that game had timeout potential.
It definitely did.
And AndrewT, I think, realized that he's like, I can play this game to time. That's always a win con in any Smash. In any Smash game, you always have that ability to just, you know, kind of sit back, just the same as you'll see characters like Mario just, you know, turn the tide in 3 hits. So, will AndrewT continue that really, really patient, safe play? Or do you think Weeblewobs will find an answer?
Well, I mean, I definitely think both of them have the potential to do that. It's really just going to come down to who is going to outplay the other, who is going to be able to push their advantage state. Will Weeblewobs be able to consistently win neutral? That was what was saving grace for the first 2 games, and that's what we're seeing right here. Again, he's now pushing his advantage state further than he was in the first 2 games, 40%.
Yeah, right now, AndrewT just kind of sitting in a position where he wants to punish that approach, not really trying to apply any additional pressure other than the pressure of just saying, hey, I'm up on you right now. It might only be 4%.
And well, now, just like that, the percent lead has flipped. Again, percent leads in Smash
those
do not matter.
Are so cute.
Percent leads don't count until you are out of timeout.
Suck, you know?
Until you're out of timeout. Once you get that percent lead, that's when it counts. But AndrewT has quickly swapped that back. It now has about a 50% lead almost. Over 50% now. Almost now 70%.
Okay, this is just some clean play right now, honestly. Like these quick back airs, all of this movement, all of these up smashes.
With the up smash, gonna live though, barely. Fishing for jab on shield.
Yeah.
Egg. Oh, double parry. Nair. Nair. Up air.
I'm really used to old ZSS. I'm watching some of these shield hits and realizing, oh, wait, no, you can't actually up B off of them. ZSS doesn't have that incredible of an out-of-shield game anymore with the reduced range. But, again, still has some really great options. A lot of top-tier characters like Joker don't need that out-of-shield to function, and AndrewT is showing that.
I think Weeblewobs needs to rely on his shield a little bit more. He's not trusting as much as he was in the first 2 games, and that does matter, especially against a character like ZSS who can't really do much off of a grab.
Yeah. This drift is dangerous from AndrewT. Weeblewobs is trying to find some kind of opening, but there's nothing. There's no clear answer. You have to overcommit, or you have to just sit back.
I mean, at this point, it's all about risk-reward. Do you want to risk it and potentially get a win? Do you want to risk it and potentially take the stock, or do you want to risk it and lose the stock just like that and be down 3-1 if you're Weeblewobs? If you're AndrewT, just keep doing what you're doing right now. It's working.
Yeah, he is so consistently punishing any aggressive option. It's kind of crazy whenever Egglay, works. But, a lot of moves just aren't going to kill. Back air is going to get a little bit stale right now. Unfortunate little hit there.
We are seeing a lot of confetti go all over the stage right now. Every time he opens that egg, just confetti, confetti, confetti. Oh, fishes for Neuralizer, back throw. That grab also a very unique part of Yoshi's kit. Love watching Yoshi. I know I'm in the minority on that. I think Yoshi is just super interesting.
I agree he's a cool character.
He's just so unique. There's no one in the game that plays anything like Yoshi.
Yeah, well,
ready? Oh, he was trying to cover it with up to. I think it was one of the.
Looks so silly.
Well, it was one of those situations of if you cover it well, they're up air going to take it.
Oh, killing me.
But Weeblewobs up to 108. He's going to have to play patiently. Just throw egg after egg. Some of them will hit. Run away. It is not a bad thing to do.
Oh, why is AndrewT so consistent with that option? That is something you don't see Doorstop doing yet. And that's something I haven't seen out of many other ZSSs. I don't see Choco in Japan really going for that. Yeah,
I mean, you didn't
Mars.
see Mars when he was playing ZSS.
Yeah.
You know? Shout outs to Mars, you're my fave.
Awesome.
But, you know, you're getting lots of really good stuff from Weeblewobs just trying to keep things going, pushing in the right direction. You know, that lead was
getting
super
close.
high. It was 100% going into stock. Now it's down to about 50. But Plasma Whip almost taking it. Weeblewobs able to live. Oh, and look at the read. Expected the up smash, dashed out, but in the end, it won't matter anyway.
That was a jump scare. I blinked and Yoshi was gone. Some characters
Harassing
can
his
do
shield
that.
with that Nair. Infamous Yoshi stuff right here. Often referred to as Nair the character. I don't think it's quite Ike level, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm yeah, that's like a wolf Nair. It's kind of scary.
I mean, Yoshi Nair, it's frame, I believe, frame 6.
God, that's
And
not gonna
it's
kill,
almost
but like, oh my god.
very close to killing. If you're Weeblewobs, you're thinking back air, up air, Nair, anything.
If you're thinking
that
Andrew,
can hit.
you're thinking
I mean,
AndrewT, just kind of keep spacing out, you know? This chip doesn't matter. Just hang out.
If you're AndrewT, I mean, if I'm AndrewT, I'm thinking I need to keep my shield
Oh, he's circle
punishing
camping.
well. Every time he hits my shield, I need to be able to combo off of that. I need to be able to punish him for hitting my shield. And he's doing a very good job of that in this game.
I think it's crazy. Every time he goes off stage, I feel like he's in no danger.
Yoshi or ZSS?
Oh, ZSS. He's just putting himself in zero danger in a lot of these situations, except that up smash. Might have been a little suspect, but Yoshi unable to get the up tilt that would have secured a kill.
Back throw kill? No.
No, it's Yoshi, dude.
Well, I mean, close to ledge. And 138 with rage. I mean,
It's Yoshi.
I give him his props where they're due. I am a Yoshi believer. That does not mean I immediately know if his back
I'm
throw
glad you
can
are.
kill.
Cool, I'm glad you are. All right, cool. Enough hate for this character. This is a powerful back air, and this is again a powerful character. Even stocks, though the game may not look as such, it is 1 minute and 45 on the clock, and a quick plasma whip. To finish that out, we're going back 2-2 again, another game 3 set, and another potential reverse 3-0 here.
I mean, and again, it's one of those Weeblewobs thing of exactly what Cytonics thought probably going into that game. What do I need to change? What has changed between game 1 and 2 to game 3 and 4? Is it AndrewT? Is it me? Is it a combination of both? What do I need to edit to bring this back? Because I won 2 games against this man already.
I really think there was a key moment there in that third game where AndrewT just kind of sat on the platform and said, I'm going to sit here for 30 seconds. And Weeblewobs did nothing. And AndrewT was like, oh, okay, so I can just do that, and that's fine. And now we just kind of see like, okay, you can just sit back and maybe you take a little bit of percent, but wait for your openings and you'll get them, right?
I mean, exactly that. And right now, Weeblewobs with a slight advantage, but again, percent leads, not a real thing. Fun fact. But Weeblewobs just trying to stay away, trying to let those eggs do some of the work early on, and just like that, 6%. I mean, and again, we talked about it earlier when we were talking about thoughts when we were watching Fast Play. That percent adds up very quickly because he's already hit 3 eggs, and that's 18%. You know, 18% is a ZSS Nair. It's not more than a ZSS Nair. Okay. So I mean, you know, you're trading pretty well here. And if you look at the percent, you might be thinking, oh, AndrewT's getting more hits in, but Weeblewobs already has AndrewT up to 60%.
Yeah. Again, it's a little too early to say anything's really going either way for this game. But it's going to be a matter of, you know, okay, AndrewT's going to camp out because he says he has a percent lead. Weeblewobs is going to have to try to figure out how Yoshi is going to kill against someone who really doesn't want to commit to anything.
In. I question the decision to egg roll there, mainly because it is very unsafe on shield.
I mean, egg roll kind of is a ridiculously safe move. Like, it notoriously does almost nothing, but
it's a good movement option because it's fast.
Yeah.
But even at the end, it's not safe. That's the problem, especially when you hit a shield. If you hit a shield with egg roll, it's punishable, you're grabbable. I mean, we talked about it earlier, ZSS doesn't get the best conversion off of a grab, but still, you don't want her to grab you. It's still 3%.
Right.
And right there, Weeblewobs going to use the up air that served him so well for the first 2 games of this set. Took 4 stocks with it out of 6.
Yes, Weeblewobs looking for the back airs a little bit. ZSS able to get the first back air. And a quick
Plasma Whip.
Good.
You've seen a lot of Plasma Whip in top 32. I brought it up during the doorstop set, and it will continue to be brought up. Plasma Whip's such a good move. Could have used a nerf if they were going to nerf anything on ZSS, but, you know, I'm happy if they didn't nerf it, that at least the move is functional, you know? Truly.
Okay. ZSS coming in for a little bit of damage right now. Gets egg laid. Not too much of an answer right now for Weeblewobs. Yoshidora I've seen do some really, really crazy things every time he gets an egg lay. But Yoshi just kind of chilling out right now.
I mean, at this point, Weeblewobs doesn't want to overextend. You know, overextending against ZSS is dangerous. I mean, overextending against a lot of characters, especially at this level, is dangerous. But so specifically against ZSS, because ZSS can just combo you to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I'm struggling to see if Weeblewobs has many other tricks in his bag. We've seen a lot of Yoshis pull off some really crazy things, but a lot of them require a misplay from your opponent. Things like the down throw, up air, requiring DI in.
Look at the mix
and again,
here.
Look at these eggs. Okay.
The mix of AndrewT, and he's mixing very well. We haven't been talking about it too much because at this point it's more what can Weeblewobs do to stop AndrewT, but AndrewT has been mixing his neutral very well, but up air will fish and take it for Weeblewobs.
Almost 100% right now. It's going to be hard to keep coming back, but again,
down air.
Always a possibility.
Gonna get
Yoshi,
a 100% lead
has
here.
to run.
You know, if he would have hit every hit of that dare does 30% when you hit every
it's
hit.
Wild, yeah.
It's insane.
It does 30%, it kills off the top, it does your taxes, Yoshi doesn't do his taxes, yada, yada, yada. We know.
You know, it would pay your bills if Yoshi's had to pay bills, that is.
Good.
You know, at this point, if I'm Weeblewobs, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I need to use my shield a little bit more and try to pop out things out of shield. He is swinging on my shield. But at this point, what do you do to stop it? Up air. AndrewT quickly has come back from a 2-0 and is about to take Weeblewobs down to losers. Can he? Oh, what is that? I'm confused. I'm confused.
Who's mashing? I don't know. Who's mashing out of this egg?
Weeblewobs going to have to keep pushing like he was doing at the beginning of the stock. Got AndrewT up to 60%, but that's another stock on top of that.
You need to find a way to apply some pressure, and maybe not direct pressure, the kind of pressure that's going to force AndrewT to commit to some kind of option.
That's what I've been talking about right there. Right? He just did a second ago, that shield pop up into the nair, right?
Yeah.
Every time he is up close hitting your shield like that, why are you not harassing it with nair? That move is frame 6. You know, and I understand AndrewT is zoning him out with Plasma Whip, but when he's that close, just like that, that nair is very crucial here, and it could be bringing Weeblewobs back.
That's a ZSS problem. Is like you can talk about Yoshi's frame data. ZSS is so safe on all of her aerials. So whenever you land that nair on shield,
oh, wait for the eggfish to get the kill off the top. Not gonna get it. Nair gonna push to the brink.
Yoshi
fishing.
Okay.
Weeblewobs come back crowd very into this game. I mean, you've seen 5 amazing games.
There comes a fair, an equalizer right now. AndrewT
34%.
Not too far ahead right now.
Weeblewobs trying to get some damage on that shield. You know, that down air, talk about it not being safe. It eats shields for breakfast. It does 30%. That down air is an insane tool on an insane character. But AndrewT finding a way to keep pushing Plasma Whip's advantage. Using up air, using forward air, and continuing this streak of advantage state against Weeblewobs. About to take the set at this point. 100% is definitely kill range for Yoshi.
Okay.
Nair coming out of shield.
48% to 100%. It's, again, kind of anybody's game still.
Up air.
We see it go.
20% difference at this point. Just throwing an egg.
Yeah.
I love Weeblewobs saying, you know what? No, this egg is important. I'm going to throw it, and I'm going to make you not be in the spot. And if you are, you're eating 6% for it, and there's nothing you can do about it. This game is going to go down to last hit. I can feel it in my bones.
It's already there, right? A lot of these backers, a lot of these forward airs could be enough. It's going to be a quick Plasma Whip, sends him to the top.
Not going to kill. Weeblewobs so close.
The back air. It was armored through. It was armored through.
Oh my god, this is so insane. Weeblewobs trying to find a way to get in. AndrewT trying to keep the distance and get the kill with the tip of Plasma Whip that he's done so many times throughout the set.
Okay.
Converts, misses. 35 seconds left in the game. We have 30 seconds left in the game.
Look at AndrewT right now being so conservative with his flip kick, making sure he doesn't get caught out.
Well, also AndrewT knows that if this game goes to a timeout, he wins.
20 seconds. Yeah, you're right.
We are 20 seconds left in this game. They've both been playing so patient. But at the end of the day, you have to think it's in the back of AndrewT's mind that timeout has to be coming.
Do they know? Do they know it's 10 seconds left?
Maybe they do. They'll know in about 5. They'll know in 5 for sure.
Oh, but he doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
5 seconds left. They don't even get the counter.
AndrewT pulling off the second consecutive ZSS reverse